everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Anna. This is my van Vanna, and I invite you to join me on my journey to convert Vanna into a camper van. Come see what I'm working on today. Hi everybody, this is Anna. Today I am doing a part 3 of installing my hydronic D5E, I believe, heating system, purchased from Heatso. So in the first 2 videos, I installed the furnace. I mounted it under the van. I installed the exhaust system. I installed the fuel line. And on the last video, I left off explaining that I did not attach the other end of the fuel line from the fuel pump because I wanted to measure the distance between the pump and the fuel tank, and it needed to be 2 meters. And yeah, guess what? I measured that and it came out to be a whopping 105 inches. That is so beyond 2 meters. So what I had to do was take out the wire loom where I had the fuel line fit in and re-travel it. I had to travel it a different way. So instead of going down and up and over behind the battery and back around to my cavity, I decided to take a beeline approach that I didn't see before. So now it's just going straight between, I believe it's the fuel tank for the vehicle and the wall where the brake line, I believe their brake line, are traveling back toward the back of the van. So I just fed it between that, the wall and the tank, and it came out. So it's more of a beeline approach, and I lost 30 inches that way, so perfect. And so I went ahead and attached the end to the fuel filter. And so I'm gonna show you how that looks. So here are pictures that I took of the work that I did. The top picture is the fuel pump up in the cavity. It's now connected to the fuel filter as well as that line, so it's connected. And the bottom picture shows the heat shield that I have covering the cavity. So the heat shield, not only does it protect it from any heat that can get there from the exhaust pipe, it's also great for protecting the fuel pump from debris and rocks and stuff like that. So I just used some of the factory hose that had grommets in it. So I pulled the grommets out, put a rivet nut in there. It's size M12, bought some bolts and screwed it on. So I'm pretty happy with that work. So let me know what you think about that. Okay, thanks. And so moving on, I am installing the hoses, the coolant hoses that feed the coolant through the from the furnace up to the heat exchanger. So let me show you what I've done. And before I show you, unfortunately I redid this twice. I did it right the first time, and in my mind I said to myself, it doesn't make sense for the coolant to drop down through the pump and go to the furnace and back up. I thought it dropped down, gravity fed to the furnace, and the pump is pulling it out and up and through the system. That's kind of what my mind thought. So I had it right the first time. And so let me show you what it looks like right now. So first thing first, I had to drill 2 holes for the coolant hoses. Okay, so this is what I got right now. And mind you, I don't have any framing up, so that looks like it's going to be one of my my very next project is putting some framing up so I can support this stuff. But this is the coolant reservoir. It's the coolant tank. It's the one that's going to hold the glycol mixed with water. And this right here is the tube that's going out and down into the pump. Let's show you how that is. Let me show you. Okay, everybody, so if you can see under here, this is where the hose that's coming down from the coolant reservoir down into the pump. The pump does say which way to go. If you look closely, there's an arrow which way the flow is. So it's coming down and flowing out that way. So it's coming this way into, let's make it so you can see it, into the furnace. The coolant gets hot in here and it is pushed out, back up, and back up into the van. Can you see that? Going back up. So it's coming out from down up to here. Now this is a little connecting piece that I put in because I messed around and snipped it because I had to crisscross the wires erroneously because I had it right the first time. So I put like it's really a bulkhead piece that I'm using as a connector. So it's coming out, it's going into the heat exchanger, and the purpose of the heat exchanger is to heat up my hot water. So there is where it says this side in, so the heat exchanger, the coolant pump is going in to here, and it has side out, so it's coming out this way. And I have a simple one line circuit. I just kept the circuit because this fan is small and I don't really want it to be hot going into my radiant. I don't want it to be more than 85 going into my radiant floor. So I understand that as the coolant travels into here and out, it loses some heat. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to be okay with the one line circuit. So anyway, the coolant comes out. I have a valve here. I call this my summer valve. And right now, for the summer, it'll be this way, pointing this way. It'll bypass the hot air and it'll bypass the warming, the floor, the radiant floor heat. So it'll bypass that and go this way back into the pump, back into the coolant reservoir. But in the winter time, I would turn it this way, and the coolant will come in this way, go into the air exchanger. This is the air blower, so it'll blow out hot air, come out, and go into my radiant floor heating, and the radiant floor heating comes out this way. I had to chop that up a little bit to fit in my drainage system. But that's really tight. So anyway, it comes out here and it goes into the coolant reservoir. Now both of these are check valves. So when the valve is either summer or winter, there will be no backflow out when it comes this way. There won't be no backflow into that way when it's coming out that way. Because both of these are check valves which prevent backflow. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm trying to keep it simple. The worry is I do not want the coolant to be 85 going in. I don't want it to be more than 85 going in, I don't think, here. I could open this up and put in a temperature gauge here to test, the temperature of the water, the coolant rather. But I don't. At this point, it's not in the system. So that's what I have. I need to bucket it down. I have a heat shield coming in the mail that I want to lay down on my vinyl flooring because the vinyl flooring can't handle heat over 85. So, if you made it with me this far, let me know what you think down in the comments. Hit the like and subscribe. I try to put out a video every week. So this is the next part of this install would include electricals. So I still have to drill another hole for electricals. And so I will see you guys next week with some electricals done, I hope. And hopefully I can get the framing started as well. So within the next week or two, we'll get started on all of that. Thank you for listening. See you guys in the next video.